Well, hi there, and welcome to episode 41 of The Evidence. This is your buddy Dave, or if you prefer, your host, over here at Mars X3D. And oh my gosh, 2698, Neville Thompson, what a guy. What a great artist, and what a great image analyst, and everything else he is. 2698 is wonderful, and it's loaded with anomalies. I've selected a few of the ones that I like from it, and going to share those with you today. And you know what? We still have people out there confused by the fact that there are two images. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is a 3D stereographic channel. You need two images, like one for each eye, so that you can see it in 3D. Now, all the links that you need are below in the description. Links to the images, links to tutorials, how to learn X3D, and other stuff besides. And so I'm not really bothered by that. It's just that people read the stuff that's there and look at it in 3D. This is what it's all about. Hey, let's get going. There are so many blocks on Mars, building blocks, that I almost don't do them anymore. But, you know, the shadow on this one just jumps right off the page. You can see the typical clean-cut shadow over on the right. Yeah, I know it isn't a perfect cube, but look at the crisp angles. The sunlit side appears to have some kind of patterning on it. And what's with that extension on the left side? Just too obvious to pass up, in my opinion. Like I said, we find so many worked blocks on Mars that it's almost become boring. I'm sure my colleagues have found as many as I have, maybe hundreds of them. They're everywhere. You can see the typical clean right-angled shadow that tends to give them away, down in the left-hand corner on this one. The reason I'm taking time to show this one is that the right angles and faces of the block are so rigidly perfect. Also, look on top. A square piece with evenly recessed edges sticks up in the air. Hard to tell if it's actually part of the block or just sitting there, but the way that spine runs back along the top left side makes me think it's part of the block. Let's keep moving. Like I mentioned in the intro, Nev's Gigapan of 2698 has so many anomalies in it that I believe almost anyone can find something strange in it. I found 5 myself right off and never broke a sweat. I wish it was always that simple, but it's nice to have a big old toy box like this one every once in a while. To give an idea of the density of this pan, here's one that has 3 anomalies in one take. You'll want to home in on the locator dots in this one. Let's start with the lower left. While this isn't strictly non-fractal, those curves folding into each other tend to catch the eye, and I have to admit, I'm not at all certain how this could form naturally. Maybe one of you has an idea. Now go to the right of the title and up a bit. See it? A perfectly square, 3-sided box with a sphere inside it. Now cut over to the upper left corner. I see at least 5 right angles on this piece, and those 2 knobs seem to be the same size. And yes, there are a bunch more anomalous pieces in this zoom. I just pointed out the more obvious ones. Here's another one that just kind of pops out, down there in the left corner. This kind of looks like a parts bin to me. I guess in a specialized case of erosion, something like this could happen, although I've never seen anything like it here on Earth. As you let your eyes play around the scene, you can find many more strange, out-of-place items. And check the locator dot in the upper left corner. Another nicely radiused block just waiting to tell its story to anyone who will listen. Like I said, there's stuff everywhere in this pan. I can't tell if this is all one piece or if it's two different pieces really close together. This is one case where the 3D didn't really help out that much. But look at the 90-degree cut and how the saw, or whatever was used to cut the rock, overcut the face of the rock on the right side. The piece on the left has a perfectly round eye and notches out of the left side. I suppose that in some reality, these features could somehow all happen naturally, except for that eye. That's pushing it a bit far as I'm concerned. Hey, thanks for stopping by today. And you know, if you're not viewing this video in stereographic 3D, you're really missing the boat. Having trouble? Drop me a comment down below. I'll do what I can to help you out. Meanwhile, this is your buddy Dave over at Mars X3D. Be well.